Alright, hello, welcome to a submission video. This is TouchMaster for Connect, or Apprentices. This actually doesn't have a Speedrun.com page right now. This would also be my submission video to Speedrun.com, as well as for marathons. Well, any marathon that is willing to accept this anyway. Basically, Apprentice scores. It's easier to explain here. This is a mini-game compendium, 20 mini-games, based on coin-operated games, and it's on the DS. It's shovelware central, basically. Now, because this has achievements, though, this installment, we can speedrun this. So we need to get, for this first game, 40k. However, this is a really tough game. This is probably the only really difficult one in all Apprentices. So if a marathon wanted me to put it last, I could, or I could start with it, and then if I spend, I don't know, 10 minutes or more on it, we can then come back to it at the end if we've got time, sort of thing. But all the rest of the games in all Apprentices are really friendly. We shouldn't fail the others too much. There might be one or two fails, but not too many. We will just get straight into the run, though, after a few minutes of explanation. So, 3, 2, 1, go. And the reason why I do that little introduction, or at least for this submission video, is because I'm going to be very focused for this starting game. Because I'm really bad at 9 men's Morris. I don't know why they decided to shoehorn 9 men's Morris in here, but here it is. I'm playing on Expert because you get more points for a capture. You get 5k per capture. If you chain them together, you also get a multiplier. So for the first capture, you get 5k. Next one, you get 10k. Next one's 15. Once you've got that, you're pretty much set. Now, even if I lose the game, we can still get 40k, or even 50k for the master score. We don't need the master score here, though. Now, I'm just trying to think what I want to do. Now, I do need to take my turns fairly quickly, because the quicker we take them, the more points we get. So, there aren't actually too many options for me here. And there is a countdown eventually as well. So, a lot of these games are kind of stuck with a timer, because they, in this specific installment, for whatever reason, they didn't want you to play the game forever, probably because they're coin-operated games, or originally they were. Now, we don't actually get anything for blocking in the opponent, so I'm going to try not to do that. What I am going to do is I'm going to keep taking turns, though, see if the CPU will stumble at all. I don't think that's going to happen, though, unfortunately. I might be a little stuck here, because I've got 2 moves, and neither of them are getting me anywhere. So, I might be stuck. You know what? We're just going to restart. We are going to go again. That's absolutely fine. So, I'm going to accommodate this in the estimate. Right now, I'm thinking 115, but possibly it should be about 120, 125. I'm going to do a lot of practicing this game before any sort of marathons, though, just to make sure I'm confident. Okay, so this is good. This is decent. So basically, at the beginning, as long as I get like 1 capture, that's fine, because by the end, even if I've got sort of 7 or 8 pieces, we can still win, because once you go down to 3 pieces, this is 9 men's Morris, you go into flying mode, and as long as you've set up your tokens in a fairly decent way, you could end up getting to your 40k. Not necessarily winning, but still getting to your 40k. Now, those 3 are protected in the middle, so that's absolutely fine. We're going to move that one out, and we have a guaranteed capture now. Never mind, because I'm an idiot. Okay, in that case, we might still be okay. Yeah, we are. Yeah, because I had a decent setup, I can do that. And the CPU's decided to take that one out. Fantastic, we get another 5k. Now, I'm going to try and move this one in. Yeah, so I'm actually not going to get any of those 3 out at the moment, because they are protected. While they're still in their 3 formation, they are still protected. So I'm going to do that. The issue now is that that right-hand piece can be moved, and that is now going to get captured. So that is not great. I'm hoping the middle one goes. Okay, it didn't. That's fine. We hopefully will be okay. Okay, we might not be okay. The left one's gonna get moved up, that's fine. Right, so I got 2 more moves to get that one out. Okay, the thing is here, I get captured, but we're now in flying mode. As long as I get to 40k before losing, this is fine. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take out this one. And then all we need to do, we are getting points every move. So I can go with that as well. So I'm going to block that one off. So this isn't the worst position to be in. It's not great, but it's not the worst. If I get one more capture, I can probably win. I can't move that one right now. The good thing is I only need to block off 2. So I could be fine. I'm trying to think of how. Okay. That could be good. That could be good. I think the CPU goofed there. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna take out that one. Yo, thank you so much for the lurk and the good luck. Appreciate it. So we might be okay. Yep. So we take out another piece, take out that one. We're on 39,410. As long as I get one more move, then I can just sort of lose. So now I'm gonna sort of get out the CPU's way. Or you know what? I might even just play out the turns. I might as well. So the CPU will now take that one. And then hopefully end the game. Oh no, actually no. That is not the case. Yeah, we only have 6 moves left. Thankfully, the game does end after a while anyway. But yeah, that is it. Oh, I could have ended it there. Never mind. That's fine. Time lose. Oh well. Decent though. We are out second try. And actually, we were very close to a master. But that is it. That is the apprentice score. They're all in my splits, so I have notes for this run. I will explain each boundary as we go. But yeah, that is Pharaoh's 9. That is the hardest game in all Apprentices out of the way. This next one's 300k. This is super boxy. So this is kind of been in other TouchMaster games. Now, there's a bit of a way of cheesing this. I'm actually going to restart so I can do it. So when you get down to 2 colors in super boxy, you get a final wave. Okay. But there is a way of very easily failing 300k by sort of not paying attention or not getting very lucky, particularly in this game. So what I do is I like to farm points at the beginning, and this isn't necessarily faster, but this is safe. So great for a marathon. Now what I'm doing is I'm trying to build up as many of one color as I can, as long as I don't build up. Basically 2 rows spawn in once the countdown on the left goes down to 0. If any block hits the top red line, then we are going to lose this round. I'm probably going to use this one, though. And we get an achievement there as well, because we have to play on a new profile. Now, if I got rid of the last of those greens, which I could have there, that would actually have got us onto the final wave. So I don't want to do that. Now, I just want to clear out those others, because they are going to become a bit of a nightmare. I think now I'm going to try and chain some reds. So basically, we have a timer. Technically, there are 4 rounds in this, and if you fail round 3, then there's only 3 rounds in this. So we can end this game early. However, this is much safer for a marathon especially. So that's why I'm doing this here. And also, I think in my PB I did fail, so we will get some time save here, even though I'm playing safe. So this does work for the Master as well. The Master's 400k. And then we also have a mix-up as well. That's basically a shuffle, if I did want to use that at any point. I do want to get rid of that one, though, barely in time, because that would have made us game over. Unfortunate that I had to do that, but it is worth doing. So there is a bonus for clearing levels early. However, it is far outweighed by me attempting to do this point farming here. So I'm going to go for that and unfortunately clear that one out. I'm going to try to chain these together. And we have another star down there. So that star is going to give us another mix-up. I'm going to get out of here now, actually. Why not? Clear that one out. We get a bonus of 1,000. You'll see that that resets that bonus. Really, really big bonus for us right at the beginning. 150k if you can clear the level right at the beginning. I'm going to use a mix-up. Why not? We are down to the final wave now. And because I cleared it all, we get that bonus. Massively cleared it. Nothing to worry about now. And we can actually lose level 3. So I'm going to just sit here with the countdown. It's much easier than clearing the game. And that is going to be it. So not just that, the fact that we're playing safe and we're finishing the game with, you know, 1 minute and 10 seconds early. Really, really nice game there. Finishing up super boxy, really far ahead, really nice. Next up, though, Vincible. This is essentially Atari Breakout. Now, we are going to have to play a fairly fixed amount of levels. There's not really too much we can do apart from playing fast. There are ways of getting good starters, and the funny thing is there I got a high score, so my lighting in my room is really bad. That is what he's demonstrating there. But basically, it makes you take a picture if you get a high score. So before a marathon, I will grind some scores, see if I can get as many high scores on my save as possible. So I do have to use a new profile, but so high scores carry over between profiles. That was quite nice there. And what we can actually do in this game is we can change the trajectory really easily by hitting with different parts of the paddle. Now, what we're going to see in later levels is we're already seeing these power-ups. Now, this one gives us the short paddle, which we don't really want. But that should be fine. We do have an extra ball as well. Later on, we're going to see balls that are stronger. So we have the metal ball and the stone ball. So those ones, so Stone Smasher here, that one's going to be able to break much more at once. Really, really nice start at the beginning there. That is absolutely what you want. So the cushion paddle, that is essentially going to slow down the ball. There is also a springboard paddle, and that will speed up the ball. So I will actually grab that because obviously we're speedrunning. We do want to go fast. But we do have 5 lives in this game. We only need 250,000 points for our apprentice score here. So it's fairly forgiving. It would be a massive surprise if I failed Vinci Ball. I consider myself fairly good at this compared to the rest of the collection. So I would be pretty embarrassed to have failed it. Luckily, getting up to the top there, really, really nice. And here's the Metal Smasher. So the Metal Smasher, you don't actually need to break the metal in the levels. It does give you extra score, though. And obviously, it gets stuff out of the way for you, so it makes it a little easier. Really, really nice start. Again, you can actually move the paddle wherever you like. And the moment you let go is the moment the ball starts moving. So, really good to get it into a good position right at the beginning. I do want to get that paddle, or that ball, ASAP, because that is going to break through everything. And the good thing is, it kind of breaks through everything in sort of its surroundings as well, because of where it starts. A lot of those extra balls start in positions where there's lots of other bricks. But yeah. So I do want to prioritize keeping that Metal Smasher. Unfortunately, losing it there. That's absolutely fine. The Stone Smasher actually taking 2 shots on some of these bricks. So the Metal Smasher is the only thing that breaks through everything in 1 shot. So you do want to keep that the whole time. And all these power-ups are fixed. There's no RNG involved in this. They're always the same every level. Small paddle, really hard to control the trajectory of the ball. It kind of preserves the side of the paddle where it only goes to the right for some reason. So level 7, we have the both extra balls. Very, very nice to have. Getting rid of that other one, that's absolutely fine. It's only the weaker one. Do want to keep this metal one in. We do get a bit of extra score here for breaking these metal blocks. Not too much. It makes the game a little bit easier. And I'm trying to change the trajectory. It's not really going very well. Trying to make it so it's going to go up a little bit quicker. This is a little bit slow at the moment. And I'll just come back round. Hopefully get that hit. No, we don't. Okay, I'm just going to go hard on the right then. And we're still failing. There we go. I would have been better off just losing a life and restarting that one, I think. That's fine. So another one with really, really strong balls here. If you lose the extra ball here, the extra strong one, you are going to have a really hard time getting through this level. Because when you lose that ball, you are not going to get your power-ups back. You cannot restart, obviously, because we'd be restarting the entire game. That's absolutely not worth it. Yeah, Vinci Ball, I sunk hours into as a kid. I'm not going to lie. I sunk hours into this. I don't think I ever got the achievement where you have to get to level 30. But this is honestly really fun. And it reminds me of another game I've got, Nervous Breakdown. It's literally a DS Atari Breakout game. Really satisfying middle section there. Where the entire game is Atari Breakout. However, this has 19 other games. So what is there not to love about this game? Really nice double hit there. We're on 198k. We're coming up to the end. I just want to get that good start and then get that stone ball. So this beginning is really harsh because you have to keep hitting the ball so many times. The only weird thing you get in this game is the collision on the metal bricks. So because the metal bricks stay, sometimes they sort of make the ball go in the wrong direction. Oh, that's bad. I do still have the other paddle to grab, which I believe is a cannon paddle. Each one has a different color. We're not having a good time. We're going to go around the other side because the trajectory is not treating me very well at the moment. Yeah, this was absolutely my favorite one as a kid. There is no question. So the cannon also breaks through, there we go. So every shot we get two, or every paddle hit we get 2 shots. It is a temporary power-up, unlike the rest of them. They despawn when we die, or when we lose a life, but that is it. We are coming up to 250k though, I will be very conscious of that, and then we are almost done with Vinci Ball. This is probably one of the biggest time saves in the game in general. Although definitely in an All Apprentices speedrun where you are literally craving every ounce of time save you can get. You know what? I am actually going to lose a life there because we need to lose lives anyway. We're coming up to the end of the run, or the end of the game. Very much not the end of the run. There's lots left to go. So let's just combo some there. There we go. And one more life. And we are done. So as you can see, losing a little bit of time there. I had a really good Vinci Ball in my PB, but that's absolutely fine. Super Boxy's going to carry us. Okay, next up is a little bit of an auto-scroller, but it is Monster Madness. And I like playing it early because you need decent score bonuses at the beginning. So there's a timer of 1:20. However, that is going to increase every time we beat a level. So basically, this is pretty much a matching game. You match these combos, you get points. You get more points if you get a bigger combo. This is not looking great at the beginning, I can't lie. So this might be a restart. I will see though. Yeah, this is definitely a restart. That's absolutely fine. So basically, if you clear it in 1 board, you get 50k bonus. If you clear it in 2 boards, you get a 30k bonus. And if you clear it from then on, that is a full clear rather than just all of the monsters falling to the bottom. That is possible. Then you get 10k. You also get a bonus of 1,000 for every monster as well. But basically, you want to clear as few levels as possible, just for the fact that, obviously, every time you clear a level, you are having to play... That's annoying. You're having to play more time on the timer. So I do absolutely want to minimize the auto-scroller here. So here we're going to get a massive clear. We're going to get some 500 bricks from that. Very nice. This should be a clear. Very nice. There we go. So the timer pauses. We get this lovely, very slow level cleared. All the monsters just sort of float up and then disappear into thousands. And then we're on 74,000, as you can see by the score on the top screen. The top screen doesn't have much of an impact in this game, but it obviously does have the score on it. So it is pretty important to have there. Now, I do want to clear this one in one as well. It's not required, but it would be nice to do that. So I don't think I'm going to be able to because of where those blues are positioned. That's fine. So we do have 2 left. We have 2 left. That's absolutely fine. We're going to get a 30k bonus as long as the game is nice to me. Yep. And as long as we clear those in a set order. If I cleared that one with the little plant on first, that would not have given me that 30k bonus. Very important to do that. We need 100k here, so we are pretty much done. And it's going to give me more time. We're going to go up to 1 minute and 36. That is it, though. Little bit of an auto-scroller from here on out. There's not really much I can do. I can play this part, but the moment I run out of moves, it's going to pause the timer again. So I can't really do too much here. But as long as you start off with those nice bonuses at the beginning, this is actually not a bad game in the collection. So there we go. That's our last move. And we get up to 132,000 for that. So Monster Madness Master, I believe, is 200k. So a lot higher. It seems easy, but the game gets a lot more difficult. It starts spawning in a lot more colors. And as long as you get your 50ks at the beginning, it is easy to get. But if you don't, then you're going to have a really hard time going for 200k. So there will be even more resets in a Masters run. But coming up is Box Drop. Essentially, it's kind of like Blackjack. We get given a bunch of boxes with numbers on. We have to get a certain score on every stack to complete that stack, and then the stack the stack shortens and then resets. So it's a slightly smaller number, always the same number. But then if you clear that as well, you then get a bonus for that. So we do want to do quite well in this next game. You do actually need to do fairly well to get your 100,000. So it is a fairly early game in here. I think I might have had a restart or 2 in my PB. So it looks like we're going to lose a little bit of time on Monster Madness, but it's absolutely fine. Expected, to be honest. I think I only had 1 restart on my PB. But yeah, again, really great time for donations here. Donations or any messages for a marathon. So we do get a small bit of time loss every time we get an achievement, but we do have to get an achievement every time because we're getting apprentice scores. As long as we don't get the master score, otherwise we get another achievement. Every achievement only is a few seconds. So here, you can get anything between 1 and 11. And as long as we complete the stack, doesn't matter how many boxes we complete it with, that will give us the same bonus. I should have completed the one with the 8 there. That is bad. So we do also want to clear this with as few in the recycle pile as possible. But to be honest, most of the time I do just pile high with the recycle pile anyway. You might as well. So there's another 2. Very nice. I'm going to clear that one. And then here I'm going to use my recycle pile, I think. So here we don't have a 4. So we just need to get up to 21 as quick as possible. So we can use an 11, a 3, and a 7 to get up to that. And then there's our 4. So we can now use the 4. And then we can use the 11 and cycle back around to the 10, clear that out. We don't get any bonus because we've used the entire recycle pile. You would get 6k if you left that to the end. But there is another round. There are only, I believe, 3 rounds in this, and that's only if you do well in the first 2. So it is very important to perform well here. I need to get at least a 7 on that one in the second one, otherwise we're not going to be able to clear that, because the highest one here we have is an 11. So I'm looking out for a 9, an 8, or a 7. We don't have any. There's a 7. And we can clear that out with a 5, so that's absolutely fine. There's our 8. And we can clear that out too. Very good. See how I'm going to use my 10 and my 4. I'm going to use that too. Going to use the 10 and the 11, and we have the 9 already. Absolutely very nice. And here I'm just going to take score. I'm just going to put one down, press take score, and end the game because we already have 100k. That is it, and that is a teal split. Very nice. Yeah, if you're a quick thinker there, that you can save a lot of time. Next up, though, Coco Loco. Now, this looks like an auto-scroller. However, there is a hint system in this game. This is match 3, just before it became cool. This is a 2010... uncool, sorry. This is a 2010 game. But yeah, this is literally match 3. We have to fill up that glass after we've got a certain amount of fruit cleared. Combos are all powerful in this game. So you absolutely want to be on the lookout for combos. All the time. And even ones where you cleared 2 sets in one. Like there where we're getting an L shape. You get 400 for every fruit. Compared to the usual 100 per fruit. So really good to get combos here. Once we fill up that jug, we're going to get extra time added to our timer. However, the hint system means we can end the game much earlier. So here it's going to reset the board. I might even start using hints a little bit early. The score we need here is 100k. So you usually get about 30k per level. I'm hoping I can clear this in 2 levels. Oh, sorry, in 3 levels. But that is pretty difficult because you need a good combo after every level to do that. But it's very good that this is actually not an auto-scroller. Really refreshing to have a game where it actually matters how you perform. Gonna take a hint here because I'm struggling for decent moves. I'm fairly sure it prioritizes the top right corner as well for the moves. Because top left. Every time I use a hint, if there's a move up there, it's a top left hint. Okay, so here, I'm actually going to clear that because it's kind of a bit more beneficial than going for a straight 5. A straight 5 should really give you a bit more than they do, I feel. But they don't. Really lucky spawn there. Got 3 of the same fruit, giving us a really easy combo. So doing ones that are longer than 3 as well also help. They will give you much more score. So a straight line of 5 gives you 300 per fruit, so that's 1500. But a single line of 100s just gives you 300 points. Nice, really good. I was hoping I was going to get that one too. So we're going to get an extra time bonus, massive extra time bonus here. And we are very close to our 100k, so I'm actually going to start tanking with my hints here. Every hint uses up 10 seconds, so as long as I don't play too risky here, we should be fine on our requirement. Gonna go for that one first. And there's 100k, so we are plenty in front there. And that should end the game once I get fairly close to this. I do want to just barely use up the last hint, please. There we go. So you can't use any hints once you fall below 10 seconds. So as long as you... and I didn't actually do that in my PB. I was just kind of sitting there for like 6 or more seconds, just waiting for the rest of the countdown to go down. Luckily, that didn't happen there. We're going to move on to a very RNG heavy section. These are the card games. This is Spider Kings. So this is Spider Solitaire with 7 columns. Now, you get a time bonus every time you move a card into a fresh, useful position. So as long as we get a really good start at the beginning, we need 100k for this game. So as long as I get going with a really good start, we should be fine. Now I'm going to move that over, move that. See what I can do. You can use undos, however that is going to subtract some of our score, so I don't really want to do that too often. Yo Seb, how's it going? Yes, this is absolutely dreadful. That is the point. How's it going? I love how that's the introduction. I could not put it better myself. I'm not gonna lie. Good, glad to hear you're doing well. The annoying thing is there are no hints in this game. And there's a stack. Very nice. The game expects me to be an intellectual with my moves, and I am not an intellectual with my moves. So I am struggling. I need a 7, please. Let me get onto an ace, thank you. And it looks like I've got 2 8s in that pile. There's a stack. Very good. So the moment I hit 100k, I'm going to take score. And that is why you can clear this super early. Not just for clearing the game in general early, but just getting to 100k, playing really fast. 100k, yeah, you get a little bonus for playing quickly as well. And there's our split. Massive time save because I had to reset a lot in my PP. There we go. 4 minutes 51. Running between streamers. Why are they all live right now? Oh, man. Well, I hope you enjoyed stopping by to watch TouchMaster 4 Connect. I mean, this is a first for the internet. I don't think anyone's ever played this on the internet before. Be back in like 10 to 20 minutes. Yeah, all good, all good. We will probably still be here. So this is Card Pirates. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by, though. Appreciate it. This is Card Pirates. This is basically speed. The CPU is incredibly slow at the beginning. However, the CPU is going to pick up the pace when I fall down to 5 cards or less. I figured that one out very quickly when I started picking this game up again. It's jarring how much quicker they are at the end. So here I'm just going to try my best to snipe. Should really have used the 8 first. There we go. If I clear my deck, that is better. There we go. Only 3 cards remaining, but we should still be fine. 150k, you only get 2 games in this maximum. There's no bonus game here. So I do want to make sure we do well. 83.5. As long as you win both games, you should be fine for the Apprentice. Master is a little bit more reliant on clearing both decks, which is why I kind of prefer this too, because this would have to be a little bit earlier, would it be that run. I'm just going to kind of mash through my deck. The good thing is you can mash through as well. This is the difference between speed and this game. You can sort of mash through your deck, see if you can find a move, which makes this another one which is actually reliant on skill. There we go, really nice combo there. There we go. Hoping he combos someone to the 3. You can hear him cycling through his deck. There you go. We're on 100k anyway. We can't take score in this game though, so we do have to wait till they finish. Really, really slow actually. A little bit unlucky with the RNG there. I probably need to move this up for PB attempts, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, that's Card Pirates. That is the game finished. There we go. 25 seconds lost. Wow. Try Towers is another really RNG heavy game. Okay, so this is 100,000. Essentially, this is another version of Solitaire. Except this is the funny one where you literally just take a card adjacent to your number. So if I draw a 4, I can take either a 5 or a 3. And combos give us more points for every consecutive card, so that is also very good. Now, there is an option at the beginning to show all the cards. There's not really a reason to do that, because most of the time you will win. I am going to do some labbing if this gets into a marathon as to whether you get more score if you don't show the cards at the beginning. Now, we are fine to take score there. That's absolutely fine. As long as I don't do that on one of the next rounds. Because at some point, we're only going to get bonus rounds if I full clear the board. So I do need to make sure I'm clearing this. So playing fast is good here, obviously, but you don't want to miss any clears. Because I feel like there must be something in this game where you get punished for viewing the board early. There must be. And that's going to end the game because the game froze. So unfortunately, we're going to have to restart there. That's fine. We do need 100k. Only 135 for the master, though. This is if they realised that it was difficult to do this, besides the RNG. And we get these lovely sound effects, which is the same one every single time. Welcome back, Queenie. We're back for another kind of style of solitaire. I did just miss a clear. That's fine. And I really should have cleared the 8 first there. Backseating my own gameplay. Incredible. Nice. Unfortunately, not getting that last one. That last one would give 15k. You get 5k for one tower, 10 for the next, and 15k for the last one. If you get a good start, it's not required, but it obviously does put you in a really good position. Yeah, it's Pyramid. Unfortunately, this is... I mean, this is kind of a solitaire game, but it's a meh version of solitaire. Luckily, it's very quick. It's very RNG heavy, but it's a very quick game. There we go, 82,000. We should be fine here. I'll be surprised if I don't get to 100k from this. I really shouldn't have done that. I should have used the ace the other way around. Really have to focus to not make any mistakes here. Really nice open-ended combo there. Welcome back, Seb. And we're on 100k, so I'm going to call it there, and that is our game done. Thankfully, we don't have to sit through the whole 2 minutes for this one. You loved Pyramid growing up. Do you hate it now? Are you based? I don't mind Pyramid, but it's kind of... eh. Okay, so this is Cattle Drive. Now, this is a really funny game, because we can just abuse the fact that we can get bad combos. This is basically make the best poker hand. However, if you get a bunch of bad combos, you can just clear out the bad tiles and then get more ones to spawn in. This is poker if it was good, basically. It's a really funny game. Now I kind of... Basically, I'm looking out on the left for new sets. We want a different set each time. I kind of need to look out for some pairs as well. Any pair. We don't really want that. What about this? That will give me 2 pair. Very good. I need a set of 3 as well now. There's some 6s. There's a set of 3. So what you can do is you can actually build up these wild cards, and you can heavily abuse them. So high run series, I worked really hard for that one. I literally used 3 wilds. Why this is a thing, I have no idea. But you can abuse this to no end. Yeah, there's run series. So we also need a set of 5. How you're able to do that without abusing wild cards, I have no idea. But I am going to use them up. I'm actually only going to need 2 here because I've got those 11s. So there's my set of 5. This is just really bad. Yeah, it is really bad. That's what makes it so good. So you can clear this game early and it will end the timer. But I've already got my 100k. So I don't need to. So this is fairly safe for a marathon. Now I do still need a run. 5, 4, 3, 2. There's nothing else there. Okay, let me see if I can get a 6. Oh no, it is going to give me a run for that. So basically, it gives you your best hand. Even if you already have that one, it's going to give you the best one. So high run series, I don't want that. Pair and set. So that's basically full house. Set of 4. Okay, that's fine. That's what that counted for. Because that was the best one. Pair and set, though. I could have kept those 2s, actually. Yeah, you know what? Let's get those 11s. And let's clear out that. I do need to get the wild over to there, though. Okay, wait, no. Hold up. Damn it. That doesn't work. That still doesn't work. Okay. The issue with the wilds is that it's not going to allow me to do that. Massive time loss here, by the way. Because I have not had a brilliant setup for this. Ah. Oh, well. That's fine. We do still get past. 7s and 8s right side. I did not look at the right side for that whole time. I was baffled by the left. I really do need to practice cattle drive, honestly. I've done well in the rest of my runs, I promise. I don't hate it now. It's just number bonds of 13. It's so true. Yeah, cattle drive is one of my worst games, but luckily the boundaries are hilariously low. Also, enjoy the shattering loud sound of this game. So this is number bonds of 11. So if we clear the whole board here, that will be really nice and based. Can we do that, please? We actually kind of need to have a good round. There are a lot of 1s in the pack, although apparently we're not getting any now. Give me a 3. Ah, we're gonna have to take score. That's fine. 7 balls. This is 7 balls. There's 7 balls. So if I get to 70k, we're going to get... Sorry, 80k, we're going to get a bonus level. However, I only need 70k for our apprentice score. So I'm going to try and get between the two, which is only going to save me a little bit of time. But it is still going to save us time. So you get bonuses for finishing early. You get bonuses. I could have cleared that. That's annoying. Cool. Yeah, again, another game that needs a lot of my attention and focus, so I will be doing just that for this game. So we get 1k for every group of 11s we have had, so I am conscious of that. And still not able to clear that. So we're only able to clear the ones that are at the front as well. Very much worth noting that. We're not able to clear the ones at the back. So I think I might even be failing. This has been really unlucky. No, we barely got 70k. Wow, I was not even going for the 70k. I was just going for the like as much points as I could. Honestly, like I normally would be taking score there and hoping to save a little bit of time, but the biggest time save I could hope for there was actually clearing the game. So, apprentice score for Sudoku, we only need to clear a normal level. Now, here's the thing with this game. When we clear a box, it is going to tell us whether it is red. Why did I press 3 there? Why did I press 4 there? There we go. So if it turns red, we actually don't lose any points for that. Once it turns black, that then gives away that that is correct. So we can abuse that to very quickly finish this game. Now, illegal moves really don't cost many points, so it's not the end of the world that cost me there. But this is Sudoku with boxes of 6, which is kind of this game's way of making the game shorter, because every game in TouchMaster 4 is shorter compared to everything else in the series, which lets you play on for eternity, for the most part, which is kind of why it's a good speedrun. Okay, and there's another one. So we do need to clear this. I do need to play the bonus round. There's a bonus round here, where it's 4x4 Sudoku. Very chilled out vibes of the Sudoku. There's our 50k. Now we're going to get massive bonus, 130,699. Very nice. We get a fixed bonus of 20k for finishing the speed level, and we only need 140k. So as long as I clear this, and I'm not dingus, we should be fine. I haven't lost this since I was a kid, so I'm ready for the day I lose this. There we go. 15 seconds left. Doesn't matter. You don't get any speed bonus for that. It's literally just finishing it. And that gives us our achievement. And then that's Sudoku done. In 0.8 seconds faster than last time, apparently. Quick match. Okay, here's quick match. And I actually need to get my phone ready for the next game. Do forgive me. I promise it's not cheating. So this is quick match. I need 300,000 here. So essentially you're making pairs. It's a very, very fast-paced quick game. It's intended to be. You get a very, very short timer. So you do have to play fast. But you can get a bunch of bonus rounds here too. We don't actually need them, obviously. But 300,000 for Apprentice and 750,000 for Master here. So this is really generous for Apprentice. Honestly, it could have been like 400k. And that would have been fairly nice. So we can only clear ones that are off on the ends. Oh. And there's actually an achievement for taking score when you only have a 2x2 square left. We actually could have done that there. That's a really hard achievement to get as well. So I'm going to clear one pair, take score, end the game. That's it, done. And I think I could have ended it early on the previous one, but that's fine. Still finishing. And I'm going to get Google ready because the next one is a quiz. And I'm going to suffer because this is 2010's US trivia if I don't Google them. Please don't take notes for when we do quiz streams. I am not condoning cheating. However, I'm speedrunning. So I'm going to be doing a lot of abusing that here. Now, there is a very, very small quiz question database in this game. So I would be able to just make a cheat sheet, to be fair, when I start running this a lot more. When was Three Musketeers created? 1932. There we go. So basically, you get a score bonus for every square that is left over. I feel like I could guess this one. When was Nelson Mandela freed? I feel like I could guess that. 1990. So yeah, there you go. And then you also get a bonus for going fast. You actually kind of need to cheat if you're trying to go for the master score. I'm not joking. Boysenberries. I've never heard of them. I don't know why I went for food and drink. I never go. Actually, no, I do go for food and drink. Boysenberries, what are they? Go for blackberry. It looks like blackberry. Yeah, there you go. European blackberry. Okay, so you get a 25k bonus and you get 5k for every unused square. We need 100,000 here. So we only need to win 2 of these rounds, and then the last one we can throw. How many endangered species are there? As of 2007. Okay. Okay, well that's not going to help me. Okay, no, 150,000. So 16, sure, whatever. Okay, that works. A bolus. What is a bolus? What is a bolus? Small rounded mass of a substance, especially if chewed food at the beginning of swallowing. There you go, chewed food. Brilliant. And one more. How many Americans don't have healthcare coverage? Oh god, this is going to be a guess. Oh, it's got a 2010 figure. 46.5. Okay, 47. Genius. There you go. There was a 2010 figure in the Google. Very good. Very epic. Yeah, because this game is 15 years old, or coming up to it, it's kind of important to know how to guess. So I kind of do have to flex my trivia a little bit, but not very much. I will eventually make a database of the correct answers in this game. But yeah, here, me getting my own answers wrong doesn't free up the square, or doesn't give the square to my opponent, but getting the opponent's questions wrong does. And that ends the game. That is it. That's a massive time save. Wow, my Googling got way better. Next is Supercell Chaos. No, not Supercell that make Clash of Clans. No. Apparently, Supercell, as in a game where you touch and create a bubble and clear cells and create a chain reaction. Yeah, I've never heard of it either, but here it is. So basically, the first one's easy. You literally just get one. Every single level we get, there's going to be an extra time bonus added, but I'm going to try my best to get loads of cells as many times as I can, especially on the later levels, because that will obviously mean less levels we have to play. I think in my PB, I did fail, though. Or that might have been in my Master PB. Because for Master, you need to play pretty much the whole game. For this, you only need 500k. For Master, you need 1 million. This is actually one of 2 games where there are 1 million point requirements. The next one's coming up. Dodgeball, which is a very funny game. We are coming up to it. So I really just want to place a bubble as soon as I can, really. And then the moment you clear the level, you start going on fast forward. Oh, wow. Okay, that almost failed. So I think you get a bonus if you full clear as well. Although it's not required. So going in the middle is also really good, obviously. Because you've got more sort of chance of hitting any cells that are coming towards you. This gives off massive DVD hit in the corner vibes as well. There is one thing to note. And that is, when you get down to 1 cell remaining, the game goes back to normal speed. So you can actually end up sitting there for an entire bubble countdown, patiently waiting if that does happen. And it's actually going to happen here. What a great time to have to explain it. You only lose a few seconds for it, but it's a few seconds. The annoying thing is the timer doesn't tick down during your fast forward phase. The moment you've cleared the level, the timer stops. So it does actually cost us time. And we got it again. Brilliant. So I'm paying attention to my score on 316,000 now. I'm not entirely sure how the scoring works here. At the start, it just gives you 1,000 per cell. But here, it starts giving you way more than that. So each of these cells, it does explain, they have different powers. So that one would give us 6 additional cells. And those power-up cells do count as well. So it looks like we are barely going to maybe clear this. There you go. If you've got a few surrounding that that extra 6 one. Left clicking to cancel the slowdown. I haven't, no. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's something like that in this game. I've tried stuff like that. I've tried randomly tapping. And nothing seems to happen. But you never know. This game's so goofy, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that existed and they just kept it to themselves. A little dev skip for the people that couldn't be bothered to wait. Supercell reference? Yeah, exactly. I already got there. I'm hoping that clears out a lot, although I didn't really want to go to the left there. I'd much rather clear out that one that has the power-up rather than those extra ones. Yo, I added pots, by the way. Yeah, I added pots now. I finally got around to doing it. And we're on 538,000. So actually, I need to not win this. I don't know why I was doing that. I lost a couple of seconds there from doing that. This is now an auto-scroller. 25 seconds of just sitting here. Waiting for Dodgeball. Dodgeball is a game very much locked to touchscreen. A lot of these games is like, well, you could port this, you could use a controller. No, you cannot use a controller in this next game. This is a touch game. We are going to get there, though. Waiting for Dodgeball. Here we go. Hopefully, we get it first try, because it's only 1 million. Master is 3 million on this game. I used to suck at this as a kid. Honestly, I suck at it now. So, basically, this game, it gives you a minute and a half, and this is going to become familiar. It gives you a minute and a half to... This is probably the only game where hand cam might be useful. Because hand cam demonstrates how difficult this is because your hand is always getting in the way of where the balls are. So, if you die before the minute and a half is up... Also, here's the big red ball. What is this? Total Wipeout? Does this predate Total Wipeout, by the way? Or is this inspired by Total Wipeout? I need to know that now. So actually, I like to chill in the corner. Okay, that's bad. I'm not going to restart. We're going to keep this going. So, the multiplier speed this up a lot. But basically, if you chill at the top, I've noticed that the big waves of balls that come from the left and right massively focus on you if you're chilling there. Yeah, I need to chill at the bottom rather than the top because the top is where the big balls come from. Basically, chill at the bottom, get 1,000,000 points, profit. That's what this game is. Unfortunately, we're losing a lot of time because I was incompetent. And for some reason, there's an achievement where you have to die 33 times in a single game, which is actually kind of hard because you only have 90 seconds. Although, to be fair, the timer pauses each time. Of course, I was out in the wrong place there. There we go. I don't actually know what that power-up does. Some of the power-ups get rid of the balls instantly. It's like a pulse effect. One of them is like a reflector. And here's the ball. Here's the ball in dodgeball. And it's going to give us a massive wave of balls. Well, not that massive. Oh, I thought I was getting that multiplier there. Okay, that's fine. Later on, if we went for Master, if you see an All Masters run, this game gets way too dank. That's the only way I can describe this game. It is seriously a joke. I popped off when I got 3 million in my All Masters run. Because I did an All Masters run, not knowing if I could get 3 million. Like, I'd never got 3 million. I literally have just died again. Okay, we're going to have to restart. This was going to be a PB, man. This is going to be a PB, and now I'm going to lose it all to dodgeball. Okay. I really do need to play this game earlier, honestly. I kind of didn't expect this to be a run killer at 1,000,000 points, but here we are. Again, it's only a restart. In a marathon, it's only a couple of minutes. It's a skill issue. What can I say? They are to be expected. So just keep farming these multipliers as soon as possible. That's really the only thing you can do. There you go. And very much demonstrating all the balls just go to the bottom. And there's an achievement for pulsing away a certain number of balls. So apparently I got that. It's not a time loss as long as the achievement is in the middle of the game. If it's at the end of the game, then it's prolonging the game. So I actually kind of want to make the ball go to the corners because it means we're chilling on the ball phase for longer. Which is easier, generally. Oh, I'm going to die again. Oh my goodness, that was so close. Queenie, what? Yeah, this is a real game that exists. This is what really makes it hit home that this is shovelware. If you weren't already aware, this is shovelware. This game, Lamau. Yeah. It's a game. It is a game. Hey, you need to watch me do an All Masters run. I need to do an All Masters run at one point and show you how brutal 3 million points is. Because you get some stupid phases. The balls from the ball phase go so fast that you actually... there you go, there's that million. You actually... like, there's so many balls spawning in that there's actually gaps. It actually makes it impossible to, like, to play that phase. It makes it so difficult. If it was consistent and they all spawned in, then it would be fine. But they don't. Okay, so anyway, here's Feeding Frosty. There's a bonus that is awarded to you every time you clear the level, which is in the top right of the touchscreen. However, it's really minimal compared to the amount of score you get for actually eating things, especially coins. I'm probably going to farm on the coin phase, I'm not going to lie. I'll do as much farming there as I can, because that's the best thing to do. You should do all the budget game show video games. I mean, I've got Wheel of Fortune on Wii and Switch, which has multiplayer. I've got Deal or No Deal. I've got, I haven't actually got that many others. I have played Deal or No Deal on stream before, though. But who knows? Maybe I'll do that on Shovelware Saturday one day. Maybe I'll do Wheel of Fortune. So basically, this game, how it works is you have to start off eating just the snowflakes and also the small snowballs. I've not played Wheel of Fortune on the stream. Although there was that time when we tried to do Wheel of Fortune as an actual game show, which worked miserably because I was an idiot. And now I do all my game shows in Google Sheets, and I've realised just how much easier it would have been to do it in Google Sheets. Which makes me really sad that I didn't think of that originally, but there you go. Also, by the way, collecting these diamonds gives us a little fancy hat. That gives us double points when we collect these coins, so really good to get that. And also, good to farm these coins. So basically, there's a certain number of these ground items that must always be on the ground at all times. So I want to, as soon as a coin appears, I want to get the coin, because it gives another chance for another coin to appear. So eventually we're going to get to these silver coins. Nice, 4 coins right at the beginning. Silver coins will give us double what the bronze do, and that will help us massively to get to our 100,000 we need for this. So campfires, we do need to dodge these, obviously. We're a snowman. Campfires don't really mix very well with a snowman. Also, again, enjoy the very, very short music loop. Yeah, that snowflake is kind of just stuck there. I don't really want to collect that. It's right next to there. Okay, I will do it anyway. Finish that phase, there we go. I lost a lot of time to feeding Frosty in my Masters run. I was on like 1,000 less than the 200k required for Master, and then failed. I was so mad at myself for being bad. And also, it was even worse because I lost like 2 lives right at the beginning, and I thought about resetting, but I just didn't. So these penguins are going to take all the stuff from the floor, which is kind of a good thing, as long as they're not coins and diamonds. And also, if we run into them, the same as any snowman that's bigger than us, it will kill us. So we don't want to do that. Yeah, does anyone have Wheel of Fortune here, by the way? Because I'm down to do that on a community day. I have thought about that. I've thought about doing that. I mean, I could get, like, Jeopardy, Trivial Pursuit as well. Could do those. Actual quiz stream. Not just me making my scuffed quizzes. There's my hat. Now I'm going to get all the coins. I really want to upgrade. I'm not going to lie. I feel really vulnerable at 1 ball. There you go. There's our 2. Still a bit vulnerable, though. Also, the penguins will always spawn from the left. So the right is really safe. And the left is very much not. I want to die here, though, because we're on 100k. And then that's the game over. Big time save. Very nice. Next up is Tricky Fish. We have 3 games left. There's another high score. Tricky Fish. So, as long as I'm not incompetent, dodgeball, this should be an auto-scroller. So, we get 90 seconds of us chilling, trying to create a combo with this fish. So, where you hit the fish dictates the angle of the fish. Now, we only need 100,000 for this. We need 200 for Master. But what you can also use is the dolphin. And the dolphin just gives you extra points. Extra combo points. Now, the maximum you can get, which we're now on, is 2k every hit. So, you really want to be on that quite early. The moment you drop your combo, as long as there's time still on the timer, you can make the fish go back in the air. And similar to dodgeball, yeah, there we go. Similar to dodgeball, The game ends once you lose your final run after the timer ends. But this is pain for 200k. And you know what? I'm going to play on a little bit more just to show you. Just in case we get one of these stupid pelicans. Because they are the bane of my existence. I used to suck at this as a kid, and that was why. Hated pelicans. So, for some reason, pelicans spawn in mid-air, on, like, the top half of the... Okay, I'm not going to do it anymore, because we need to, like, get out of the game. Pelicans spawn in, and literally just eat you. Within, like, a second, they're there. And apparently, you're able to tap them away. If you tap them before they reach the fish, then you're fine. But good luck tapping them in time. Basically, the only way of getting Master consistently is to get 200k before the pelicans start spawning in. Because I've hit like 3 or 4 of them away before. Okay, that was my stylus being weird. And yeah, it's still not worked before. Okay, I'm actually going to skip this one. So this is Ink Rally. We need 200k. We need 20k here. So basically what this is you need to make a path for the ball to ride on. And that is basically the whole game. So these bumpers give you a bunch of coins. I do want a combo there. That is not going to work. I don't know why I thought that would work. Because it, yeah, clearly didn't. There we go. Let me try and make a little curve there like that. And then I can just make a nice little path to the end. So basically, if I skip a level, it is going to lose a little bit of time. However, it loses more time to complete a level, get all of the bonuses and stuff, if it's slow. Or if it's not going to give us enough points. So I want to clear this in 2 or 3 levels. 2 would be best. There is technically one layout where you can clear this in 1. I'm going to skip this. So again, skipping does pause the timer, but I'd much rather be safe, honestly. This is a very long game to have to play twice. You know, I'm just going to make higher boundaries. The bonus you get for having extra ink left over is very minimal. So hopefully we end up going into one of the bumpers again and clearing the level. Bit of a dodgy angle there. The physics are so funny in this, though. That is definitely the highlight of this. So only 187 bonus, 13k, there you go, we're done. And here we are, sitting here for 2 minutes, doing absolutely nothing. This is the only bad thing about the run. The good thing, this is probably the only good thing about all Masters for a marathon. All Masters, you are very much not sitting here for 2 minutes, unless you're very good. The funny thing is you can actually cycle through these layouts, there aren't many, and you can get the same one that has like 3 bumpers and get a bunch of coins from it. And a bunch of score, basically. But yeah. Of course, they made the shortest loop in the game be on the longest game in the game. Because why not? Again, just to hit home that this is shovelware. And we love it. Made it even better by the fact that my capture card is glitching. It's okay, even the best speed games have auto-scrollers. Wii Sports Resort has wakeboarding. I think I'm coping. I think I'm coping about this being a good speed game. But it is a speed game, so it should be on SRC. Looking like we're going to PB, by the way. It's impossible for us to not PB. As long as I get my 150k Draggle Drop. Draggle Drop Master is only 250. And Apprentice is only 150. So that is probably the most chill time we're going to have in this run. We literally just vibe playing Draggle Drop. So in this game, if we were really pressed for time, once your timer runs out again, it lets you play out that rally to see if it would have finished. but of course we are not playing, so it's just going to end. And there's our achievement, and somehow, time save. I think I restarted, maybe. I'm not too sure. Anyway, drag or drop, right at the end. Bit of a weird game order. It loses a bit of time to menuing, but I much prefer playing in this order. So, this is drag or drop. I had the realization that this is like a game called Chuzzle. Where you match 3, but they don't have to be next to each other. Unfortunately, because this game is so easy to get the score requirement in, we are not going to be doing a whole lot here. But I am going to play on a little bit more because it doesn't lose time for us to play on. There's no level structure here. You literally just keep on playing. So there's no pausing of the timer. It literally just gives you 3 minutes to get as high a score as you can. So we are going to hopefully play late enough to get some of the gimmicks in this game. Nice little combo there. Big combo even. If you get a big enough combo, you actually get an achievement for that. So we now start to get bigger eggs spawning and also more colours. You also get multipliers. They don't do a whole lot, but, you know, ×2 isn't going to do a whole lot in a game like this. But you can chain them. So you can use hints as well. You get 3 hints as a fixed number. And also when you start dragging these eggs over, if they hover over a match, then it starts to show the other side of the egg. Just to sort of signify that that is a match. So whenever I was stuck as a kid, I used to use that quite a lot. And so we're on 300. We literally got the master score and we've got a minute left. If only all the master scores were this easy, and then I'd be submitting all masters. Unfortunately, that is not the case. So here's the big egg, and also the lock egg, which I've been able to clear in one go. Very cool. Also, the big eggs get really buggy when they get cleared, and they're in the corner. And time is going to end when the 0 appears, because that's pretty much the only consistent timing in the game. As long as you have the achievement. So we know we have the achievement because, yeah, time's coming up. There we go, 1:10:01. And yeah, I had a different timing in my PB, so yeah. But that's literally the only consistent timing that you can retime in this game when the 0 appears. So it might as well be there. We got the achievement, and that is the run. 1:10:01. I think I'm definitely going to put an estimate of 1:20 on this. 1:15 would be very foolish, considering Pharaoh's 9 takes like 4 minutes for a long restart. And if you realise quickly, it's like a minute if you realise that you're going to fail quickly. But yeah, that's the run. I am going to do a run of all masters eventually. I do have other category ideas. I have ideas like frantically looking at my notes in my Discord. Private Discord, just to check what I actually had. You know what? I'm really glad I made a note of these, because otherwise I would have forgotten. Yeah, all games, so literally just finishing a game of each game, which is just a meme, because most of them will be auto-scrollers. I'm probably going to do one run of that and call it a day. Honestly, that's probably worse than we play all games. I'm going to be real. I didn't think I'd see the day, but there is actually an all games category in another game worse, and it's got to be this, because what can I say? 4 minutes of auto-scroller in Ink Rally, 3 minutes of auto-scroller in Drag or Drop, you know? But yeah, that's the thing. We don't have all masters, all apprentices. We then have 80%. So there are achievements here that are not these score ones. So there's a score one. We've just seen me get like 400k-ish on Draggle Drop. How about getting 2 million? Well, obviously that would take me like 4 or 5 games, right? Or like 3 if I was good. Also, funny picture of me getting my high score on holiday there. Also, the other score challenges like Master Challenge, Apprentice Challenge, and Underachiever, which is a really dumb achievement, deliberately losing, are omitted because it would literally mean you are playing an extra game just to get between 5 and 10,000. That just creates a massive amount of auto-scrollers. Some of the other achievements you can get during Underachiever, but not many. But yeah, that's that, basically. Yeah, what else can I say? The only achievements that you need to get in an 80% run are these banners. So these ones here. In fact, it's more of a 60% run, isn't it? I need to actually count how many achievements there are if you omit these 4 from every game. But yeah. So yeah, there's 6 here. So stuff like, you know, seeing red, after level 1, let the grid reach the red line before making a move, then win, stuff like that. See, some of these I got by default. I got more than 80,000 points in one touch because I farmed on level 1. Stuff like that. So basically an 80% run, or I guess 60%, whatever I'm going to end up calling it, that would get all of these little banner achievements, but it would omit those 4 score ones, and an 100% one would include those ones as well. 100% I expect would take like 10 hours, so I'm absolutely not going to do that. Maybe one day I'll do a 60% run, or 80, whatever I end up calling it. But yeah, 100% is just too absurd for me. But it will be a thing. 100% is possible in this game, so it should be a thing. And then there's also a thing where you can just speedrun categories. So you can speedrun the 6 green games here, the 4 yellow ones. That'll be kind of based. There's 3 solitaire games, or 3 card games rather, and 1 that's cattle drive. I mean, you got the 6 blue games, and then there's the 4 purple ones here as well, which has Vinci Ball. So what's not to love about that one? So there's a lot of potential for this game, honestly. It will end up just being me running it, but oh well. It should still exist, to be fair. And to be honest, I don't see a reason why not to allow emulator for the leaderboard. I'll obviously have to do some retiming of which ones are faster or whatever, and then not allow those. But yeah. Because nobody will own this game, so I feel like that is kind of required. And even then, my cartridge is starting to pack up as well. So, like, I had to blow on the cartridge like 3 times for it to work. So, yeah, that is an option. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to call it there for the PB, which I actually managed to squeeze out. I don't know how. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.